Howdy everybody, it is Paladin Topaz here, bringing you my Fallout 3 top 10 locations. Now this video was an absolute bitch to bring to you guys because everything got deleted when I did it the first time, so that was like 10 hours down the drain. But now I'm doing it again, and it's going to be better, it's going to be awesome. Actually this video was incredibly hard to make anyway because 10 locations out of Fallout 3, that's crazy. So I was actually thinking about creating a new series on my channel called Fallout 3 Location Highlights, where we just go through every once in a while one location, so like a 1 or 2 minute long video where we talk about this location that I think are cool, or maybe you haven't even seen yet because there's so many, or unmarked locations. So I think I'm going to do that, so watch out for that. But without pretty much anything else going on, this is my Fallout 3 top 10 locations, and this is going to be a new series top 10, so watch out for that also. So at number 10 we have Vault 101. So it was obvious that Vault 101 had to be on this list, and for numerous reasons obviously. So the first one is, of course, this is the start of the best game ever, and this place is such an easy place to explore and kind of learn things and ease yourself into the real feel of Fallout, the wasteland feel. It just eased you into it so smoothly, and it was awesome. And there's so much ties into it, like how the poem, the verse, 216 ties in at the end of the game. That's a code to Project Purity, and just so many things, little things like that. Additionally, the Trouble on the Home Front quest, when you get to come back and see what happens after you leave, the decision you make either to kill the Overseer or leave him really affects it. So everything in this place is just awesome, so it's great to explore it. So at number 9 we have Hubris Comics, and I chose this for a couple different reasons, but the biggest reason is I love comics in real life, so to be able to connect with comics in the universe of Fallout is freaking awesome. I love that aspect of it, that we share that comic passion. So it's freaking awesome to be able to see it, and some of the characters in there are really cool, like Grognak the Barbarian, which is like Conan the Barbarian, and it's really cool that they connect that way, and I can share that in the Fallout universe, that love of comic books in the Fallout universe. And there's so much different things to do in here, from the publishing area, from the printing area. It's massive. This area is absolutely massive. There's traps, there's ghouls. It's very interesting. Also, kind of the lore behind Hubris Comics, which is a pre-war building. And additionally, some of the pre-war aspects are really cool that you are able to see. Like, I know that there's a message to the Anti-Antagonizer, which was planned to be a comic book, which is really awesome to see. And some of the unique items that you get in there are also pretty awesome. So it's really cool to check this area out. Make sure you do. And number 8 is the Vault-Tec HQ. Now, it's the Vault-Tec HQ for a couple of different reasons, but the most important one is how much of an impact Vault-Tec has on the universe of Fallout. It's freaking amazing how the Empire expands and how huge it is. It's pretty awesome to see it evolve, and since it's a pre-war building, it really intrigues me, just like all the other pre-war buildings, such as Hubris Comics. And it's because you get to see what it was like before all this happened, and it's a connection. Also, the lore behind it, of course, because it's Vault-Tec, and just to see everything inside of it and how it all works. Additionally, there is no shortage of robots to fight in there. But besides that, there's a lot of cool different things that you can learn inside this building, and all the, like, the Vault-Tec bobbleheads, the actual vaults, it's just all interconnected in a very convoluted way that makes it fun to explore and experience. Now we have number 7, and number 7 is the Oasis. So Oasis is extremely cool for numerous reasons, but of course, I say this every time pretty much, the most important one is that there's grass and trees. There's grass, people, I know, it's crazy. So the life in this area is pretty freaking cool to be able to see. In this whole desolate wasteland, we have some life. And the quest line itself is pretty cool to be able to see, and not going to spoil anything, but the ending of it is very significant to the Fallout universe and could mean a lot more in future Fallout games. So that is awesome to play out. Also, a couple cool, unique things happen. The NPCs are pretty interesting to see and talk to themselves, and that's just awesome the way it is. And also, the last thing that's really cool about this area is there's a character in it who is a talking tree who could potentially be related or is a character back in the first Fallout game ever, and that's really cool to see. And that there's a ShoddyCast lore video that highlights that, so I'll link that in the description below. But it's really cool to maybe think that these two characters are the same and from way back from the first Fallout. So yeah, that's very interesting. And at number 6 we have Riley's Rangers compound. So this place is awesome, and I'll tell you why. This place is so small and compact, but it's freaking awesome to explore. There's like so much crammed in this little space: technology, weapons, guns, barracks. It's really cool how it's organized. But basically why this place is so awesome is because of the Riley's Rangers, and the quest line for it is amazing. I literally sat there and just replayed it and replayed it and replayed it, and it's awesome to see. It's really like, it's a combat focused military squad kind of thing, but it's in Fallout, and it's really cool. You're like on a rooftop and you're trying to get away, and it's crazy. So you have to play this and become a part of the Riley's Rangers. And additionally, there's there's a couple different like armor and weapons that you can get from it that you really should get from it, because it's really cool and very useful in game. So make sure to explore this area, which is near Seward Square, by the way. Now we have number 5, and that is a Museum of Technology in downtown DC. Now, this area is freaking awesome. There's so many different artifacts that you can learn that distinguish the Fallout universe from our own. The differences, and it's just crazy to see all these different things that they actually put in here. And there's many buildings like this that are pre-war, but this one's like the biggest one, with the planetarium from the Stealth Boy to the Vault. It's incredible, the little really cool, unique things that you can interact with in this area. I love it so much. It's awesome to go through and just explore everything, so make sure you do that. However, there is many super mutants in there, so be careful about that. But spend a lot of time just exploring everything, because there's the little loot slash too, all the little models like of the vertibird model, and the planetarium's really cool. Read all the things so you can find out all about this pre-war stuff, but it's awesome, so make sure to explore this area. It must be really high on your to-do list. And then next we have Fort Independence, which is number 4, which this place is awesome, and it's because the Brotherhood of Steel and the Outcasts, they're dynamic. It's crazy how it goes together. So basically, I'll tell you the background really quick. So the Outcasts, they were, first of all, when they came to DC, they were all the same group, but then they split up because the Outcasts wanted to do exactly what they came to do and follow the rules, which was to claim technology, but the real Brotherhood of Steel chapter, which is run by Elder Lyons, wants to help out DC. So they had disagreements about that. But that dynamic is what makes the Brotherhood of Steel Outcasts so important, and it's very cool, the technology that they have when you get inside their base and do their quest line. It's really interesting to see all this unique things, and it's not necessarily the area itself that's very cool, but it's the storyline and the background that it all interconnects with the Lone Wanderer and the Brotherhood of Steel, which is a huge faction. So to see this kind of thing happen is very interesting. Here's number 3. Wow, we're really getting up there. It's GNR, Galaxy News Radio, in case you forgot. So this place is freaking amazing. I love it so much. Every moment I spend in it, it just made me want to explore more, and I wish there was more, but there wasn't. And everything was the best, but the first best thing was the opening, of course, with the Super Mutant Behemoth and the Fat Man. That was freaking awesome. But besides that, I love the dynamic between the Three Dog, the Lone Wanderer, and the Brotherhood of Steel. The fact that they all come together and that they all have a relationship, and that they all have a relationship before the Lone Wanderer even gets to the Vault, and it's just awesome. And the fact that Three Dog, you get to meet the man himself, and he met you before the Vault, and that he already met your father, and it's amazing. And his little quest line is pretty fun too, to go to the Museum of Technology, which was also on my list. So it's a really cool place that really ties in with everything, and is really important for all of DC. It's like a bastion of amazingness, and GNR Studios is pretty cool too. So yeah. Okay, and number 2 is the Nuka-Cola factory. This place is my all-time favorite. Like, Nuka-Cola is freaking awesome, and they should just stop with Sunset Sarsaparilla because that place sucked. But anyway, Nuka-Cola is so cool because it's exactly like Coca-Cola, obviously, but all the cool little like things that have Nuka-Cola on it, they're awesome. The little trinkets and the little like things that you can find that have Nuka-Cola, like chairs and like posters and banners and Nuka-Cola, like just everything. And the cool little protectrons that they have there, the Nuka-Cola security, that's a freaking awesome thing that they added in there. But the lore behind Nuka-Cola and how they got to be the most popular drink in the country and had a vending machine on every corner, it's really cool. The pre-war vibe is also in this place, and the little cool things that you can find in there are really awesome to explore. The #1 location in Fallout 3 is the Citadel. Of course, this place is freaking amazing. I love it so incredibly much. There is so much to explore here, and that's part of the reason why it is such a great place to explore. So there's so many different assets, from like technology to backgrounds and holograms to like Liberty Prime. Democracy is not negotiable. It's crazy. This place is so freaking awesome, and the Brotherhood of Steel is so freaking awesome, and that's why this place is so freaking awesome. Additionally, the Brotherhood of Steel is my favorite faction of all time, which makes me love this area personally. There's so much you can do in it, from the holotags to bringing cameras to the scribes, and it's really where Broken Steel starts. And it's just awesome. This is basically the main area of Fallout 3, if you ask me. And I love it, and there's so many different places to explore, as you are seeing, and so many different things to do, as you are seeing. And that is why it is my favorite location in Fallout 3, and that is why you should explore it also. So the sniper towers where they're shooting the mutants, and it's crazy, and also that this place used to be the Pentagon, which it's really cool that ties in with that. So the lore and the pre-war stuff, it's incredibly awesome to discover this area. And there you have it, my Fallout 3 top 10 locations. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was a pretty long one, but my top 10 locations, I hope you guys agree on a lot of them. I think I did a really good job kind of narrowing down the top 10, although there's so many that could rival all these picks, and the Citadel was just the first one that came to mind as being #1. So yeah, make sure to watch out for the new location highlight video and these top 10 series, because I'm going to do them as much as possible, maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, because they're a long time to make, but I want to do it for you guys, and there's a lot. And then we're going to do New Vegas top 10, and this is excluding DLCs too, by the way. No DLCs in this. I'm going to do a separate DLC top 10 locations and go from there, so we can squeeze out as much content of this as possible. So make sure to like the video if you liked it. Comment down below, what are your top 10 locations? I want to know. Let me know. Make sure to subscribe for more Fallout content, because this will only work if you guys subscribe and keep in contact with me, because I really want to see what you guys think about all this, and we need to get together for the wait for Fallout 4. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and have a nice day. I don't know what time of day you're watching this, but as for Fallout 4, well, we stand by.